Hi, this is Kendall Boyson, professional life and recovery coach, and you're listening to Encouragementology, the practice of instilling hope. Hi there. Thanks for joining me. On this show, we're exploring the power of encouragement by diving into the beautiful ripple effect that starts when you decide to show up for someone else with nothing more than your time, your compassion, and your belief in them. Have you ever offered someone a kind word or a listening ear, only to walk away feeling you were the one who had been lifted? That's not coincidence. It's connection. It's one of life's quiet miracles that when you encourage someone else, you get a little more wind under your own wings. This idea wasn't always obvious to me. When I started wanting to give back in 2017, I thought I needed to bring tangible tools like resumes, professional clothing, and interview tips. This was experience I had that might help someone over a hump or through a challenging time. And while all of that mattered, it was the heartfelt encouragement, the I see you, I believe in you, and you're not alone, that changed everything. That realization gave birth to Encouragementology, not just a podcast, but a practice. This episode is about helping you uncover that same power in yourself and showing you how encouragement can become your own passionate form of outreach. Let's start by unpacking this idea of encouragement. We toss that around like it's self-explanatory. She's so encouraging. Or thanks for the encouragement. But what are we really saying? And more importantly, what power are we underestimating in those moments? Encouragement is more than a compliment. It's the act of instilling courage, literally. The word comes from the French encourager, meaning to make strong, to hearten. You're not just offering kind words. You're helping someone find the strength to keep going, to believe again, to try one more time. That's no small thing. That's soul-level support. Encouragement differs from praise. Praise says, you did a great job. Encouragement says, I see your effort, your struggle, your potential, and I believe in you regardless of the outcome. It's not dependent on results. It's about presence. It's about being with someone in the messy middle and whispering, you're not alone. It's also different from advice. Advice assumes there's a solution and you've got it. Encouragement? It assumes the solution lies within them. They might just need a little help digging it out. Encouragement is humble like that. It walks with, not ahead of. And here's the best part. Encouragement is one of those rare gifts that benefits the giver just as much as the receiver. Studies show that when you support someone emotionally, whether you're listening, a heartfelt note, or a genuine you've got this, your own stress goes down. Your sense of connection goes up. Your purpose and joy? Yeah, those increase too. Who knew generosity could be such good self-care? Encouragement is also an equalizer. You don't need fancy credentials, a six-figure salary, or the right words. All you need is the willingness to show up with compassion and belief. Encouragement turns everyday people into quiet heroes. And the more intentional we are about practicing it, the more transformational it becomes. Not just for others, but for us too. So when we talk about encouragement today, we're not talking about a feel-good extra. We're talking about a powerful, underutilized tool for healing, connection, and real change. let's make this personal because encouragement is personal. Take a moment. Think back to a time when you were really struggling. Maybe you doubted your next step, questioned your self-worth, or felt like giving up. You were treading water and the shore seemed way too far off. And then someone tossed you a lifeline. Not with a grand gesture or life-changing advice. Maybe just a few simple words. I believe in you. You've done hard things before. You'll do this too. Or even, you're not alone. Do you remember how that felt? Okay, hold that memory for a second. Now flip it. Think about the last time you encouraged someone else. Did you even realize you were doing it? Maybe you were just being kind, showing up, cheering someone on without expecting anything in return. But if you think about it, didn't you walk away feeling a little lighter? A little more human, a little more connected? That's the beauty of encouragement. It's not a one-way street. It's a boomerang. So here's a little self-inventory exercise. Let's call it your encouragement mirror check. Number 1, where do I naturally encourage others? Is it with coworkers, friends, family, or even total strangers online? Maybe you're the pep talk giver in your group without even realizing it. Number 2, where do I hold back? Are there places or people where I want to say something supportive but second guess myself? What's stopping me? Fear or awkwardness? Feeling like it's not my place? Let's get curious, not critical. Number 3, what kind of encouragement do I need right now? If you're craving support, what would it sound like? Could you give it to yourself? Could you ask for it? Sometimes we're great at giving others what we deny ourselves. Now, here's your fun challenge for the week. No pressure, just intention. Become a micro encourager. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to deliver at least one piece of encouragement per day this week. It doesn't have to be big. A sticky note, a text, a "you got this" whispered in the mirror. Just one every day. Bonus points if you also receive one, and double bonus points if it comes from yourself. Remember, we're not trying to fix people. We're just helping them remember how strong they already are. Now, let's review a short, beautifully curated article from Very Well Mind titled 100 Words of Encouragement for Any Situation. These are simple phrases that can carry weight, whether you're reaching out to a friend, a coworker, your partner, or even yourself. This piece isn't theory heavy, it's straightforward and actionable. It reminds us that encouragement doesn't need to be grand or overly poetic. Sometimes the most impactful gestures are the simplest. A quick, "you've got this," or "I'm rooting for you," or even, "you're not alone in this." Words like these don't just feel good. They strengthen bonds, they reduce stress, and boost both giver and receiver's confidence and sense of connection. A few words of encouragement can often go a long way toward cheering someone on, in good times and bad. Encouraging them can be a powerful way to show them you care about them and support them. Offering positive support through words of encouragement strengthens emotional bonds and helps nurture relationships. This comes from Kristen Wilson, Chief Experience Officer at Newport Healthcare. Encouragement offers motivation, boosts confidence, and creates a sense of well-being. We know that sometimes the right words can be hard to find. You want to show someone you support, but you feel awkward. You don't want to sound disingenuous, and you get stuck on what to say. Don't worry, we've got you. We'll suggest some words of encouragement you can use to support a friend, partner, child, or even coworker. It's important to cheer on your loved ones. Showing them you support them and offering them words of encouragement can motivate them to do better and meet their goals. Make it a point to compliment their efforts regardless of the outcome. Are you ready to get your cheer on? These are some tips that can help you find the right words to encourage someone. Listen actively and pay attention to what the person is saying. Understand their concerns and challenges so you can provide encouragement that specifically addresses their needs. Recognize the effort someone is putting into a task or goal, regardless of the outcome. Appreciate how hard they worked on something. Instead of giving the person generic praise, give them a specific compliment based on their abilities, strengths, or potential. Make them feel like you see them. Authenticity matters. When you encourage someone or praise their efforts, say something you really mean instead of saying something for the sake of saying something. Instead of focusing on something that's gone wrong, focus on the bright side and encourage them to stay positive. If you can, offer practical help or assistance. Sometimes just knowing that you're there for them can be incredibly reassuring. If the person reacts negatively to your words of encouragement or rejects them, try to be understanding. Avoid taking it personally or becoming defensive. Be open to discussing their concerns or reasons for the negative reaction, and express your willingness to support them in a way that meets their needs. These are some phrases you can use to encourage. Notice how simple and straightforward many of them are. You don't have to be a poet or a motivational speaker to have an impact. We may not admit it, but we usually like to be encouraged and feel reassured that someone has our back. It's easier to be there for someone, even in small ways, than you might think. If you're someone who feels awkward about outward engagement, know that you're not alone. But think about times you have been encouraged or complimented about your work. It felt pretty good, right? So here are some helpful words of encouragement for a coworker, whether you're congratulating someone on a job well done or trying to get the best out of your team. We'll go through a sampling of each. Great work! Your hard work is paying off. The passion you bring to your work is so inspiring. You're a true team player. Thank you for going above and beyond on this project. The way you handled that task was impressive. Your contributions to the team have really been helpful. Your commitment to this project is commendable. Your knowledge and expertise in this area have been invaluable. Your ideas are refreshing. Keep them coming. You have a strong work ethic that I really admire. I trust your ability to handle this project, and I'm confident in your decision-making abilities. Don't be discouraged by setbacks. You can do this. Even though the deal fell through, it wasn't for a lack of effort on your part. Your calm and collected approach was really helpful during the crisis. This kind of encouragement won't just make someone feel better. It can help motivate them too. Research shows that encouraging employees improves their commitment to the job. What about for a friend? You know them best, so feel free to improvise based on the situation or the kind of encouragement you know they have responded to in the past. Break a leg, get out there and wow them. You killed it. That was amazing. Congratulations, I'm so happy for you. You stuck to your guns. Good for you. Shine on. One step at a time, you're almost there. Keep at it. You've got this. I have no doubt that you'll be great at this. Things will get better, so hang in there. Trust the process. It will work out. You're in my thoughts today, and I'm here for you no matter what. Just pick up the phone if you need me. Your friendship is important to me. You make the world a better place. What about for a partner? A romantic partner is usually one of the most important people in our lives, if not the most important. A big part of maintaining a healthy, long-term relationship is letting your partner know you're there for them, whatever they might be going through. If your partner's love language is words of affirmation, this kind of verbal reinforcement can be even more critical. So, here are some words to encourage your partner. I believe in you. You've got this. You're not alone. We're in this together. I'm here for every step of the way. Together, we can do anything. I'm so lucky to have you in my life. I know I can always count on you. Thanks for everything you do for me. Thank you for sharing that with me. You inspire me to be a better person. You're beautiful inside and out, and you brighten up my day. You're so special to me. You make me feel seen and supported, and you're such a good listener. I have so much to learn from you. You make me so happy. What about for our children? The great thing about giving encouragement to kids is you don't have to worry about the kind of sheepish, self-conscious reactions you may get from an adult. Children are more earnest, more literal, and won't have nearly as many complicated feelings about receiving words of encouragement. So, instead of just saying, pick up your socks, here's some encouraging words for your child. There you go. You're doing great work. Keep it up. You're such a smart cookie, and you're so brave. You're awesome, and you can do this. Good for you. I know you'll do the right thing. Keep trying. You can do anything when you put your mind to it. I love you no matter what. It didn't go as planned, but you learned something very important today. Mistakes are part of the process. Don't beat yourself up. Tomorrow will be a better day. Hang in there. Don't give up. You can do this. Research shows that encouraging students improves their academic performance and self-efficacy. These words and phrases can help you encourage your loved ones through the ups and downs of life. You can use these phrases or find your own. Either way, they'll appreciate it if you genuinely mean it. Your support and understanding will probably mean more to them than you know. So, in a nutshell, breaking it down, obviously it's super straightforward, but let's remember these three things. Impactful simplicity. Encouragement doesn't require eloquence, just sincerity. Universal reach. Words work across contexts. Work, family, friendship, and self-talk. And an emotional lift. Even small phrases can deepen connection and motivate action. So now that we understand what encouragement really is and why it matters, the question becomes, how do we make it a way of life instead of a random act of kindness? How do we become intentional encouragers, even when life feels busy, heavy, or overwhelming? Let's start with this truth. You don't have to wait to feel like an expert to start. Encouragement isn't about perfection. It's about presence. The simple act of noticing someone and offering belief is enough. You don't need a degree in psychology or the perfect phrase. You just need a willing heart and a little awareness. So here are 3 ways to build your own encouragement practice, starting today. Number 1, make it a daily habit. Encouragement works best when it's woven into your rhythm, not just saved for special occasions. Try setting a daily intention each morning. Who can I lift up today? Then watch for the opportunity. It will show up. Maybe it's a compliment, a kind note, or even a silent prayer for someone you know is struggling. When you look for someone to encourage, you will find them. Number 2, speak life into yourself first. You've heard it before. You can't pour from an empty cup. Encouragement begins with the way you speak to yourself. Are you cheering yourself on or criticizing every misstep? Try flipping your inner dialogue from, "Why did I mess that up?" to, "I'm learning something important here." Become your own encourager, and you'll have more to give to others. Number 3, shift from problem solving to presence. When someone's hurting, and this is a big one for me, our instinct is often to fix it. But encouragement isn't about solving someone's problems. It's about saying, you don't have to face this alone. You might not have the solution, but your support is still powerful. Show up, stay, listen. That's encouragement in action. Encouragement isn't a trait reserved for the ultra-optimistic. It's a muscle, and like any muscle, it grows with use. The more you offer it, the more intuitive it becomes. And here's the magic. As you pour into others, your own sense of purpose, peace, and joy expands. You don't need a platform, a microphone, or even a perfect plan. You just need a moment. And your moment? It's already here. Now, we spoke about coworkers. Want to know how this translates to the workplace? In Gallup's article, Employee Retention Depends on Getting Recognition Right, we learn that the quality of recognition, not just the frequency, makes a measurable difference. According to their research, employees receiving thoughtful, high-quality recognition are 45% less likely to leave their jobs within 2 years. And for those recognized under at least 4 of Gallup's 5 pillars of strategic recognition, the odds shift even more dramatically. Less than 65%. Organizations face constant risk of losing their top talent, shouldering the cost of their replacement, and managing the cultural disruption of their exit. Gallup finds that in May 2024, 51% of all U.S. employees were watching for or actively seeking a new job. But much of this turnover risk is preventable. Newer research from Gallup and WorkHuman evaluated the relationship between recognition and turnover by tracking the career paths of nearly 3,500 employees from 2022 to 2024. They found that employees who receive high-quality recognition, defined by 5 pillars of strategic recognition, are more connected to their company's culture and more likely to stay at their organization years into the future. Turnover is expensive for organizations. Gallup estimates that replacing leaders and managers costs around 200% of their salary. Replacing employees in technical roles costs 80% of their salary. And replacing frontline workers costs 40% of their salary, excluding unmeasured losses in morale and knowledge. When a top performer leaves, it can cause other employees to reevaluate their own roles, worry about job security, or even question the company's future. Voluntary turnover can also eliminate role expertise gained over years of performing well and disrupt workplace friendships that boost engagement. The costs extend beyond monetary losses. Despite recognition's proven impact on key business outcomes, initial research in 2022 revealed that the substantial benefits of strategic recognition remained unrealized in most organizations. While leaders are increasingly acknowledging the importance of recognition, employees aren't feeling the effects. Just 22% of employees say they get the right amount of recognition for the work they do. But the 5 pillars of recognition offer a way to bridge the gap between leadership priorities and employees' daily experiences. So what are those 5 essential? 1, fulfilling employees' recognition expectations. 2, being authentic. 3, being personalized. 4, being equitable. And 5, embedded in your organization's culture. Boy, I remember starting a job and my boss said, I'm just going to give you a heads up. I normally notice all the things you do wrong and not the things you do right. Wow, I really should have hit the door, but I stayed there 6 years. Holy cow. So, a little encouragement, a little recognition goes a long way. More than half, 55% of U.S. employees either don't receive recognition at all or don't receive recognition that satisfies any of the 5 pillars of strategic recognition. However, employees who receive recognition that meets at least 4 pillars are 9 times more likely to be engaged. Meeting all 5 pillars can have a transformational impact on key outcomes like engagement and turnover. Leaders can create a competitive advantage by integrating high-quality strategic recognition across their organization. Recognition is powerful and cost-effective. It's a way to improve organizational performance. So, in a nutshell, remember these 3 things. Quality recognition truly matters. Strategic, meaningful praise can significantly lower turnover. So, don't just head to your office, look around you, take it in, and see where you can make an impact. 2, staying power increases. Employees who feel genuinely seen are more likely to stay longer and stay engaged. You know, an employee that checks out is not even a full employee. Intentional encouragement pays off. It's not just a feel-good tactic, remember that. It's a smart, results-driven investment in relationships and retention. Now that we've got things squared away at work, let's slow it down and bring this message home. Whether you've given encouragement, received it, or just realized how powerful it can be, let's create a space to reflect, explore, and deepen your understanding of what encouragement looks like and feels like in your life. Remember, this is about intention, not perfection. Let these questions meet you right where you are. So get a pen and paper or relax and drink it in. Put yourself in these positions. Number 1. Who encouraged you when you needed it most? What did they say or do that stuck with you? How did it change your thoughts, actions, or direction? What would you say to them now if you had the chance? Number 2. How do you show up for others with encouragement? Are you a cheerleader, a quiet supporter, a note writer, or a listener? What motivates you to offer support, and what holds you back? Are there people in your life right now who need your encouragement? Number 3. What kind of encouragement do you most crave right now? Are you waiting for it to come from others, or can you give it to yourself? What would that encouragement sound like if you wrote it in a letter to yourself? How might self-encouragement shift your mindset this week? Number 4. Have you ever underestimated the power of a small gesture? Think of a time when a simple word or action made a big impact. Why do you think that stuck with you? What does that teach you about your own ability to influence others? And number 5. What would a personal encouragement practice look like for you? Would it be daily, weekly, intentional moments throughout the day? Who would you make a point to encourage, and how? What reminders or rituals could help you keep this habit going? These prompts are just the beginning of what you'll find in the 5-day journaling companion available in the show notes. I encourage you to carve out a few quiet minutes each day to go deeper. You might be surprised by what you uncover, not only about others, but yourself. Before we close out today's show, I wanted to share a short story that beautifully echoes everything we've explored about purpose, resilience, and the quiet power of encouragement. You've just spent time reflecting on how you give and receive encouragement, and how something small like a kind word or an intentional moment can leave a lasting impact. The pencil's tail is a gentle reminder that even in the simplest of things, there's wisdom waiting to be uncovered. So, as we wind down, I invite you to listen closely. This story may be about a pencil, but the message, well, that's meant for you.
The pencil's tail. Once upon a time, an old pencil maker took his newest pencil aside just before he was about to pack him into a box. Imagining the little fellow as a person, he recalled a few things about the pencil. "There are 5 things you need to know," he said to his pencil. "Before I send you out into the world, always remember these 5 things. Never forget them. And you will become the best pencil you can be." The first thing is to remember that you will be able to do many great things, but only if you put yourself in someone else's hands. From time to time, you will experience a painful sharpening, but remember that this will make you a better pencil. Also, keep in mind that you will be able to correct any mistakes you might make along the way. And the most important part of you is what's on the inside. And remember this as well. Upon every surface that you are used, you must leave your mark. No matter what else happens, you must continue to write. It seemed the pencil listened to him and promised he would remember these 5 things so that he could live his life with heart and purpose. You see, in life, in your life, put yourself in someone else's hand. Embrace challenges for growth. Learn from mistakes. Value inner qualities. And leave a positive mark on the world. And you too can become the best pencil there is. This was The Pencil's Tale, and this is Dare to Do Motivation. Thank you so much for watching, and stay blessed.
If you want to share Encouragementology with a friend who needs to know they're not alone in this journey of self-discovery, you can visit Encouragementology.com or anywhere you stream your content to receive this episode and all others. Check out the show notes for the 5-day journaling companion and follow us on Facebook and Instagram for additional encouragement throughout the week. So I challenge you, become a source of encouragement this week through your words, your presence, or your quiet belief in someone who needs it. Let your intentional kindness be the spark that reminds them and you that even the smallest gesture can create lasting impact. I know you can do it. Thank you for listening to Encouragementology with Kendall Boyson, where we find positive ways to handle some of life's challenges.
I stumbled through until the path was clear. That's when I